Hey guys, today I want to share really exciting news. As you see on the screen, in April of 2021, I made my first $2,000 month on Medium. I am over the moon excited about it. You can actually see that I made 2,723. Well, actually, 2,200 and something of that is actually what I made by my articles. And then, as many people, I think about 1,000 people, writers on Medium, found out just today or in the last couple days, I found out today through email that Medium sent out a bonus $500 that none of us were expecting. I didn't even know they did that, but they sent out a bonus $500 for writers who, about I think the top 1,000 writers who had lots of reads and got a lot of views on their stories in April. And I was very lucky to be a part of that 1,000 people, and I did get that bonus. That's why you're seeing 2,700. So it is almost a $3,000 month, but I only made 2,200 and something from my articles that I've written since the end of November. And I am just so excited about that. And I wanted to share that with you and share what I've learned in April that might help you as a possible writer on Medium if you're thinking about joining it, or if you are a writer but you're not getting the results that you want yet. Just look at my results, and I hope that this gives you some inspiration. I want to go over this, and then I want to get right into an article that I wrote that shares, I think, 5 lessons that I learned in April about how to make more money on Medium. So as you can see, I started at the very tail end of November. It says a whole month, but really I started in the last couple days of November. So I made a whopping 3% in November. But the first full month that I wrote on Medium, which was December 2020, I made $65. I thought I was going to make $5, $15 at most. That's what I was expecting based on what I'd read from other articles about how to make money on Medium. But I was blessed to make $65. And then look, in January, I jumped up from 65 to $800. And then in February, I went almost, yeah, twice that, $1,700. In March, I went back a little bit, but still $1,600. So exciting to me. And in April, I made 2,000. Now, will I be able to keep this trend going? I have absolutely no idea. I'm hoping in May of 2021 to make over $2,000 again. And of course, my new goal is to make $3,000 because I always want to keep pushing upwards and onwards. It's definitely possible to make money on Medium. This is how I have done it. This is my trajectory. It does take some time, but this is the fastest I've ever made money on any platform. Let's go into the lessons that I learned. So let me go to my story. This is my profile at Medium. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. I have a whole about me. Here are some recent articles I wrote. Let's talk about the 5 fresh lessons I learned on my first $2,000 month as a content creator. And this $2,000, as you saw, is from Medium. I do other types of writing on other platforms. I have my own website. I do contract writing where I make money from those platforms and those income streams as well. But this is my income from Medium, and it is my best blogging month ever on Medium. So let's get into it. My first lesson is to get an amazing girlfriend. I know that sounds like a joke, but it absolutely isn't. One of the ways I've been able to make more money every month on Medium and surpass 2,000 is because I have an amazing girlfriend. Now, she's amazing in lots of different ways, but one of the ways she's amazing is that she is really good at Excel. My girlfriend created this Excel spreadsheet that tracks the number of articles that have made less than $10 or greater than $10, less than $5, between $5 and $10, average per article, the max article, just all this great details, everything about where I've been published, the tags that I've used on my stories, and how much money I've made. Made a lot from the topic of cheating and crime and dating. Look at this is really great information to have. And she is constantly updating this for me, and I'm so thankful. I use this Excel spreadsheet every single week when I plan out my content, when I write my content, when I edit my content. So if you don't have a girlfriend or a partner that knows how to do Excel, and is graciously willing to do that for you, then maybe try to figure it out yourself. It's kind of a learning curve though, so maybe you have a friend. You can even, if you want to pay for it, you can pay somebody on Fiverr to create one of these kinds of Excel spreadsheets for you. But tracking the articles you've published, where you've published them, and like what publications, the tags you've used, what days of the week that you make the most money. For me, it's Wednesday and Friday. I would not have known that without her. So that changes my content writing and publishing schedule. I get curated or distributed less on the weekends, and I make a little bit less money, get a little bit less views on the weekend. So it's not the best time for me to publish certain types of content. So these are all important things to know. So track every important variable with an Excel spreadsheet or some other way. Secondly, join POF. Now that's a joke. That is a joke. It's POF stands for Plenty of Fish. It's a dating platform. I actually don't recommend that you join that for dating, but what I do recommend is that you become a big fish in a small pond. On Medium, there are big publications with hundreds of thousands of viewers and followers to that publication, and you can publish in there, and sometimes those articles can take off. I do publish in big publications, but what I also do is publish in smaller publications. In a big publication, you're usually a small fish. Over time, you might be able to establish yourself as a top writer on Medium, like Tim Denning or Sean Kernan or the others, and you might be able to stand out as a big fish in a big pond. That's, I guess, the goal for most of us. But until you get there, and I'm definitely not there, until you get there, try to be a big fish in a small pond. So what that means is when you write your articles, find smaller niche publications that you can submit your articles to and publish in on a regular basis so that audience knows you, reads all of your stuff. And the way I made over $2,000 in April is that I published almost entirely in small publications. Thirdly, invoke Quentin Tarantino and Morgan Freeman. This is not a joke. Great writers can make any topic interesting. You may hate Tarantino's movies. I actually like them. You may hate them, but he is never boring. They're always entertaining. Stephen King, some of his stories are pretty out there, pretty weird, but he's never boring. Great writers make any topic interesting. I just watched a YouTube video interview today with Sean Kernan, who is a top writer on Medium. And one of the quotes that I love that he said was, he doesn't worry about SEO. He doesn't worry about a lot of different things. What he worries about, he said, he worries about making the article fun to read. If you worry about and focus on making the article fun to read, like Sean Kernan, like Quentin Tarantino, then you're going to have people reading your stuff. Morgan Freeman, he has narrated like all of the movies, and I love when he does it. I love his voice. It's very deep. It's very rich. It's mesmerizing. He sounds like a friend just telling you a story across the table. I think that's a great way to write content online, including on Medium. Don't write stuffy, very formal sentences. Don't use huge words. Use words and language that anybody could understand. Write in a very conversational tone and focus on being as interesting as possible. Fourth way that I made over $2,000 on Medium last month is I don't ignore toxic topics. Don't be afraid of dark, painful, toxic topics. I love writing about positive topics. I like writing about self-improvement and inspiration and motivation. And in my article, I say rainbows and unicorns. That's true. I like positive articles, but I also like negative articles as well. Most of my best performing articles are all slanted toward the negative. Lots of topics, almost every topic can be slanted toward the positive or the negative. I think you should do both, but don't be afraid of slanting toward the negative. They have been my best performing, best earning articles. Finally, number 5, be unapologetically promiscuous. Ever since I started blogging on Medium, I have tried to cover lots of different topics. I have found some niches that seem to do better for me, like the relationships, love, the infidelity, the cheating type articles. That's definitely a niche of mine that's done well. And I also write a lot about writing. But I also write about marketing and history and animals and true crime, just all kinds of topics that fascinate me and get paid for on Medium, and so can you. I tend to write broadly and then study the analytics because I never know what kind of article is going to be my best article for that month. And when I find out through writing on a lot of topics and analyzing my data, when I find out what topics do well, I just repeat that. I write a batch of articles about that topic. Guys, those are my 5 lessons for how I made over $2,000 on Medium in April. Again, I'm over the moon. I'm excited. If you haven't started on Medium yet, definitely do it. It's a great way to make a side income, or for some people, it can be a full-time income. I'm working on it being more of the full-time income as I build out other income streams. But definitely give it a shot. Check out my profile on Medium as well. Check out my articles. If you have any questions about Medium, please ask them in the comments. I also might make a video answering your question if it's a question that I think deserves a whole video, or if a lot of people ask the same question. Please like this video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. I have a bunch of videos on my channel about how to make money on Medium and just how to make money as a writer in general. So check out the playlist, check out my videos. I'll see you at the next one.